What's going on, guys? It's your boy Scrub here, back again with another video. Hope you guys are all having an absolutely fantastic day. I know I am. If you are, be sure to press the like button. Otherwise, no joke, no scam. You will never get the dog of your dreams. If you press the like button, I promise you that a beautiful puppy will be under your tree on Christmas. Alright, don't look at me as Santa Claus. You're gonna have to communicate a little bit there, but he told me this was cool. What's going on, guys? It's your boy Scrubby here, back again with another video. Hope you guys are all having an absolutely incredible day. I know I am. Today we're gonna be talking about one of the craziest babysitters that I've ever encountered in my entire life. Alright, I know you guys really like crazy babysitter stories. For you guys, it's like, I don't know, cocaine or heroin because you're really addicted to it. And regardless, I really think you guys are going to enjoy this story. So without further ado, sit back, relax, and enjoy. And remember to keep your shoes tied because you never know when an alien's going to kick down your door and you might have to try to run away. Now, I understand that babysitting's a big responsibility, okay? You're in charge of a child, you're in charge of a person, but there's something called a brain that usually kicks in when you're thinking about things, and for some reason, for some people, that just never turns on. Some people just coast through life never thinking about anything, and this babysitter was one of those people, alright? This is after Douche Canoe Daniel and a couple other bad babysitters I had. My parents decided that it was about time I got a new babysitter, because they wanted to go out and party and turn up the way parents do, you know, talk about taxes. Oh, wow, wear socks and sandals outside. I don't really know what parents do when they go out. Okay, I don't have a kid, so I'm assuming parents just wear sandals and talk about taxes when they're at the bar, because parents are lame. Everybody knows that. And my parents, after learning about this whole Douche Canoe Daniel thing, the babysitter who locked me in the closet and invited girls over, decided that they were going to go onto a website where babysitters would have to post their resume and their qualifications, you know? They wanted to make sure that their son was left in good hands. And shout out to my parents for actually putting in some effort to finding this babysitter. It's just their fault that they didn't vet her enough to find out that she actually only had 2 brain cells working at any given time. So they go on this website, and there's this girl, and her resume is stellar, alright? She's the top of her class. She's going to graduate valedictorian. She loves children. She has pictures and reviews from 13 other parents saying that she's a great babysitter, and my parents are like, oh my gosh, this is perfect, you know? Our little Rai deserves the world, and this babysitter's going to give it to him. It's incredible. So they decide that they're going to get her for that Friday. So that Friday comes, and she comes over, and sure enough, she walks in, and she's like really overly enthusiastic, alright? You know, I'm just sitting here, I'm trying to play some Xbox, I don't know, maybe some Crash Bandicoot on the PlayStation 2, and this chick is all up in my face. Oh my gosh, Ryan, do you like crafts? Do you like crafts? I love doing crafts. Don't you want to do some crafts tonight? Oh my gosh, haha, wow, oh my gosh. She's like overly invested in everything I'm doing, alright? Just asking me how school was, and don't get me wrong, I appreciate a good conversation, but I can tell that this lady has definitely got a little bit too much energy for my personal taste, alright? What it seems like she happened, she got in a fight with Pablo Escobar, got smacked in the face with a bunch of white powder, ingested that white powder, and now is trying to babysit. She looks like she's hopped up on basically everything to ever exist. So here I am, sitting in my living room with a cracked out babysitter who's just going off about how incredible everything is, alright? The color blue was incredible. You know, the way my arms have elbows was incredible. I don't know if this girl had ever seen a human body before or been inside of a house, because I'm telling you, everything was incredible to her. And like, cool, I get it, don't worry, I'm awesome, guys, but I don't need you to tell me that my elbows are great. So whatever, my parents leave, and as soon as my parents leave, she's like, Ryan, what do you want to do? Let's do something fun, okay? Come on, video games rot your brain. Come on, let's do something fun. I'm like, lady, it's 6:30 at night. I'm like 11. I'm really not trying to do anything, okay? I'm really just trying to sit back and play some Xbox. Unless you have something really fun to do, we're not going to do anything. She's like, let's do arts and crafts. I don't want to do arts and crafts. And I'm not kidding. As soon as I said I didn't want to do arts and crafts, it's like this lady's whole super happy persona where she's not a psychopath disappeared out the window, because she looks at me again and almost in a growl. Like you know when a cat growls at you when you're petting it because it wants better pets? Yeah, that's what this chick does to me, a child. She growls and goes, I said we're gonna do arts and crafts. And I'm like, okay, let's do arts and crafts. I'm 11 years old. I was not prepared to get growled at out here, alright? Up to this point, my craziest experience was getting lost in a Kmart. This time, I have a teenage girl in my face growling at me that I have to do arts and crafts. You bet I caved. You bet I was like, oh yeah, arts and crafts is my favorite. Haha, let's do it. Ha ha ha. I'm not scared of you at all. Ha ha ha. So, she like drags me up to this living room table in my house and goes out to her car and gets this huge thing of crafts, right? And I'm not a very crafty person. I'm more of a video game guy, you know? I'm more of an outdoorsy skater type. Not once in my life have I ever been sitting on the couch going, you know what I really want to do? I want to make a keychain. That just sounds sick. And if that is what you're into, you know, good for you. But that's not just me. Considering I was 11 and didn't even have a car, making a keychain was never something I was going to be interested in. But for some reason, this chick brings in some crafts where we're going to make keychains. And I'm kind of like, I don't have a car. This is dumb. And she's like, well, I'll take your keychain. So now you're forcing me to make crafts so that you can take it home? I don't know what this is. This kind of seems like a little bit of racism, but all right, fine, whatever, fine. I will make some stupid keychains and then I get to play video games. It's a good trade-off. It's pretty fair. It's solid. So here's my 11-year-old nibble-fingered self trying to make some keychains with this girl yelling at me every 30 seconds because I'm doing it wrong. All right, Rebecca, sorry I don't know how to make a keychain. Please enlighten me. Like, she is screaming at this 11-year-old for not knowing how to make a keychain. So at this point, I'm fed up. I'm tired of Rebecca's crap, all right? I am not here to get yelled at while making a keychain. All I wanted to do was play some video games, hang out, maybe play some Halo. Maybe we could play split screen. Let's do something dope. Not once did I ever say I wanted to make keychains. So obviously, I'm not putting in my maximum effort, and she's screaming at me about how I need to try harder, and she knows that I can do better, and it's kind of gross that I don't appreciate what she set up for me. Appreciate what you set up for me? I told you I didn't want to do this, lady. Why are you yelling at me? I don't know who you think you are. This is my household, all right? You see that chair over there? I peed on it. I marked my territory. You're sitting in my pee right now. I don't know who you think you are to come in here and make me make a stupid keychain. I don't want to make a keychain. I really don't. I'm just trying to sit here with the boys and play Xbox. But whatever, she starts screaming at me, so I kind of find a way to get out of it. I'm like, you know, my parents don't have keychains. The cars are push to start. And she's like, oh, okay, well, like, we can come back to this later. Are you hungry? And I was like, yeah, I'm really hungry, you know, really hungry. I want a 5-course meal that it's going to take you 8 hours to cook, so that way by the time you're done cooking, my parents will be home, and I don't have to deal with you being insane. And she's like, okay, well, let's go get you food. What do you want? Like, what do you like to eat? And so I tell her mac and cheese, the 11-year-old special, right? The 11-year-old special. Because what 11-year-old doesn't like mac and cheese? That is the classic childhood food. It slaps, it's pasta, it's cheesy. Sometimes, if you're really lucky, it's super cheesy. You know, it's my go-to. I'm 11, all right? I really want mac and cheese. So I tell her, oh, I want mac and cheese. And the look on this girl's face, bro, you would think I just ripped her keychain in half. She starts lecturing me about how the dairy industry is disgusting to cows and how cows are constantly mistreated. And you know what? I'm sorry, cows. I'm sorry. I'm really sorry you got to go through that. Mac and cheese is really good, though, okay? Like, cheese is delicious. And I'm sorry that cows have to suffer. But sometimes, to achieve greatness, bad things have to happen. So I kind of look at her like, all right, I mean, sucks for cows, but I'm just doing me. And you know what this girl does? Screaming at an 11-year-old that cows have feelings and, like, brains and stuff, which obviously they have brains, okay? They're not that dumb. She decides that, you know, Ryan, you're a good kid, but because you want mac and cheese, it's up to me to teach you that being vegan is the way to do things. Pulls out her phone and goes on the PETA website and finds a video of cows getting mutilated. That's right, not just cows, you know, not having a good time, maybe getting milked a little rough. No, cows like getting cut open in the middle of a dairy farm. Sits me down and makes me watch like 30 minutes of this. I'm 11. Why would you show an 11-year-old a cow getting mutilated? So whatever. She shows me this cow getting mutilated and is just totally, absolutely like, this is why you shouldn't eat mac and cheese. And you know what? After that video, I still wanted some damn mac and cheese. Because I'm sorry, but seeing cows get cut open doesn't mean that I don't want cheese. Because even when I was 11, I realized you don't kill cows to make cheese, all right? You just don't. That's not how this works. But whatever, she's showing me this and is crying. She is bawling. This grown woman almost is bawling her eyes out at this video of cows getting cut open. And I'm sitting here with the most, like, you know the Vine of the kid who's getting the soda and they're like, oh my God, are you little Terrio? And he just kind of looks side to side. That's my entire face. I don't know what to say. What am I supposed to say to this woman crying who's supposed to be in charge of me? Like, hi, I'm 11. I have the emotional intelligence of a 6-year-old. Is there anything I can do for you while you're crying over cows that you don't know? Like, what am I supposed to say, bruh? I'm really just out here trying to get some mac and cheese. So after she's crying for 30 minutes at these cows, I'm really hungry now. And I'm like, all right, I'm just hungry. What can you make me? And she's like, well, let's go to the fridge. And she's like, oh my gosh, how about a kale smoothie? Excuse me? You made me go from mac and cheese to a kale smoothie. Do you understand that this is America, woman? Do you understand that every day around the world, hundreds of thousands of people fight for our right to secure freedom? And nobody with freedom ever wants a kale smoothie for dinner, all right? I know some of you guys, oh, it's so healthy. It'll help your antioxidants. Bruh, I'm trying to eat some mac and cheese. I'm trying to get fat with some buttered pasta with cheese on it. I am not out here to drink a kale smoothie. And maybe a smoothie wouldn't have been that bad, but kale? Kale? Kale is like the most boring version of spinach you could possibly have. Kale is what you eat when you're a moderately good-looking white woman in her 30s whose husband works too much. You don't give kale to an 11-year-old. Giving kale to an 11-year-old is like feeding a gremlin after midnight. You're just gonna cause a problem. I'm sorry. I'm sorry if that's an unpopular opinion. I'm just not a fan of kale, especially for kids. So if you're keeping track, so far tonight, I've been lectured on why I need to make keychains and screamed at for making keychains wrong even though I've never built one, and then got shown a video of cows getting mutilated while this woman cried for like 30 minutes straight and then had to eat a kale smoothie for dinner. And trust me, every sip of that kale smoothie, all I was thinking about was the American flag waving over some bacon. Except I didn't say that because I knew if I mentioned anything about bacon, I was going to have to watch a video of pigs tap dancing for half an hour while she told me how they're so smart. Like, it was just a bad situation. So obviously, I'm pretty fed up with this babysitter for the night. And after I drink this kale smoothie, I'm like, can I go to bed? And this lady looks at me and goes, no. What do you mean no? What do you mean no, I can't go to bed? Like, I'm tired. I'm trying to go to bed. And she's like, no, because we haven't watched the movie yet. And I'm like, what movie? And she's like, oh, I brought a movie that all the kids I babysit love. I'm sure you'll love it. And I'm like, all right, Shark Boy and Lava Girl, you know, Spy Kids, something pretty lit. You know what she pulls out of her backpack, kids? You know what she pulls out of her backpack? Not Shark Boy and Lava Girl. Not Spy Kids. Not even Back at the Barnyard, all right? The second-rate Nickelodeon movie that was animated at the time. She pulls out Bible Man. I don't know if you guys know what Bible Man is, but it's the Christian church's response to the MCU. It's a superhero named Bible Man. I'm not saying anything about religion, all right? But I think we can all agree that Bible Man actually might be the lamest thing to ever exist. Nobody who likes superheroes was like, you know what would make this better? The Bible. Okay, if I'm watching a superhero movie, I'm trying to watch somebody get punched in the face, hit by a car while they're being shot at. I'm not trying to watch somebody be like, I cannot punch you, bad guy, because God would be mad at me. No, I want to watch Captain America punch people in the face. So she puts me on the couch and makes me watch Bible Man. And honestly, it wasn't that bad, but it was pretty bad. At this point, I was just fed up with her crap. And sure enough, I hear the door opening and my parents coming home. And I've never been so excited for my parents to be home in my entire life. I run to the door. I'm like, Mom, thank God you're back. Never leave me with this monster again. And you know that crackhead energy she brought at the start? The crackhead energy that made her seem dope to parents? Suddenly that's back on and she's telling them what a great time we had and how we made keychains. And she gives my mom the keychain that she made and says that I made it. This girl straight up lies to my mom's face and it's like, look at how creative your son is. And my mom eats that crap up because she wants to be proud of me. Oh my gosh, Ryan, you made this? Wow, it's perfect. No, Mom, I didn't. Please don't make this keychain woman come back. I can't take another go, okay? You don't even have car keys. What? Stop. Please kick her out, Mom, please. And she's going on and on about how we learned about what cows go through in dairy farms and how we watched Bible Man and I loved it. I didn't love it. It was not good, okay? It was not. It's not a good superhero movie. I have nothing against Bible Man except for the fact that he's a crappy superhero. He doesn't even have dead parents, all right? Like, what's this? Every superhero has to have dead parents. That's part of the come up. But shockingly, that's not the worst story I have with this babysitter. My mom decided to invite her back and she took me to a PETA protest, and that's another story. And if this video gets 50,000 likes, I'll tell the story about how my crazy babysitter took me to a PETA protest. I think you guys would enjoy it. But on that note, guys, that's going to do it for the video. Hopefully you enjoyed. If you did, be sure to press the like button. Let me know in the comment section down below what you thought of the video. Today's notification shout out goes to a very solid person that I've known for, 30 seconds now, ever since I looked it up. It's BR14 Din, which I think is Brandon. Big shout out to you for having on notifications. If you want a notification shout out, all you gotta do is send a screenshot to me on Instagram at Scrubby. But on that note, don't get anyone pregnant, and if you do, make sure you get a good babysitter. I'll talk to you guys next time with another video. I'm out. Peace.